Hey YouTube, this is React City, I'm Marky.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Death Note episode 20. And I'm glad we're here because it is new intro time.
Woo!
And I must say, like, someone just said, okay, have fun with it. Alright? So, yeah.
Wait, is there one we can watch?
Oh, yeah, you can watch it.
Okay.
There's nothing in there.
Alright.
You may see a couple characters, but it doesn't imply anything. It's someone said these are everything that every character that's ever been in a show. Have fun with this.
Okay. Alright.
So last episode we had Matsuda finally prove that it was useful in being the most annoying way possible.
Yes.
In showing that he's an idiot, basically. Mm-hmm. But they were able to.
They bugged the place.
So what did Matsuda do that helped that? I'm trying to think.
He found out that they're definitely killing people with Kira powers.
Okay, because they said something like death and Kira.
Yeah.
So they got like somebody to hear that and know, yes, they're suspicious. But now we're gonna actually see what happens in the meeting, and there's a missing man. They're like, it's supposed to be 8, right?
It's supposed to be 8 of them, and that guy was like, no, I want out.
Yeah.
And they were like,
no.
Sure.
Yeah. And Misa's now their spokesperson.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's in.
Yes, that's true. Misa is the bomb.
Is the TV off?
It should you pause it as it went black.
Oh, okay.
As it dropped over there, I think. What was I gonna say?
I'll find it out.
Find it.
I was gonna say Misa. Oh, I was very impressed by Misa's like ability. Her ability of improv. Yeah,
Yes.
she really is like she knew what Matsuda was doing.
It was stupid.
Yeah, she didn't bat an eye when he fell off the edge. She's like, "Oh, guys, just get out of here. Let's not let the cops find you here, okay?" And she's like, look at his straight face. She's like, "Yeah, it's all good."
Yeah, happens all the time.
It's like we'll deal with we've done this before. It's fine.
They don't have to tell her anything. She just
Yeah.
follows
The
along.
first time he's fallen off the building. It's fine.
Honestly, if I was L, I'd be worried on a timeline because I'm like, listen, they're stunned right now, but after a while, they're gonna be wondering why you took that so well.
Yes, your manager just like died. Do you realize that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, so guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please remember to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below any information that you want to share or comment on the video. So thank you very much, and see you in discussion.
You synced it to like the Flash. What the heck? Okay. What? When did they get this face?
He's just eating.
Ooh, Ryuk is back.
He was chasing an apple.
Get him in bed. Get him
What's
in bed.
his eyes off?
Full of causes for concern.
What's happening?
No. What are these people? They're just weirdly staring.
Would you like to know?
Wow. Ooh.
It's a Shinigami world.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What's that?
In order to further the growth of the Yotsuba group and best serve its financial interests, who should we kill next?
Just straight up say
It's
it.
just like I told you last
Everything.
week.
This is not good. Last part of this report.
Mm-hmm.
Oriole's warning us that we can't afford to take L's existence too lightly. In particular, it says, the concentration of killings that are beneficial to Yotsuba will likely be noticed by L if they continue on Fridays and Saturdays.
We've already taken notice. It's fine.
I think we should focus on ELF insurance. If they expand into the Japanese market, Yotsuba and many other companies will lose valuable clients.
What does Yotsuba do?
Yeah.
All right. Any objections to killing these people from ELF with accidental deaths? No objections.
Oh, does this
Man.
real? How can they do this so easily?
Another potential candidate is
I kinda need more syrup.
a member of the Kugisawa group. He's been
How much syrup is in there?
Look at their eyes.
Any objections? No objections.
Kira, deaths by accident, by disease, designated times of death.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, we can only be completely sure after those people they've named are dead.
Yep.
We will
This is
continue
true.
to monitor these meetings and take note of what they say, how they act, and most importantly,
Impressive.
we'll definitely be able to catch Kira.
What the heck?
Oh,
He caught one.
What is it?
There's no need to yell in unison.
Carry on knowing these people will die?
Yeah.
It's just immoral.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
I know you're planning to catch Kira by letting these guys actually carry out these
Here
murders,
it
but
comes.
we can't let that happen.
I need to reach one of these men and have them stop these murders.
Please hold
No.
on.
What?
That will cause suspicion.
Yeah.
It would mean the investigation caught up to them 3 days after they were contacted by Ivor.
Yeah.
At most.
If we're prepared to let them know that the investigation is catching up to them, let's place our bets on these odds. Ryuzaki, I'm going to pose as L. The one least likely to be Kira, but with the most influence is Ella.
They all say something different.
If you're going to make a call, please use this phone.
I am Ella. I've placed cameras and wiretaps throughout that room. Even as I speak, I'm recording footage of your entire meeting.
Now you're debating who to kill next.
Am I correct?
He's been watching everything.
If you are not Kira, or if you are not someone who can contact Kira directly,
Let's make a deal.
A deal?
not just yours, but everyone's
Crimes with the exception of Kira's will be parked. Based on the
Wow.
promise that Kira blackmailed you into participating in.
Oh boy.
See.
Oh.
He took it.
Option is to join L. No, I'll be dead if Kira manages to find out.
Yep.
What should I do?
You're dead either
If
way.
you tell the others about this call, they will panic. It would be of no advantage to you. Everyone would be arrested immediately. You're not in a position to lose anything regardless
Oh
of who
my
knows in the end.
goodness.
It would only be a loss if I decided to arrest you right here and now.
Damn it. He already knew what answer I would have given. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. Let's get back on topic. We were discussing when we should kill Zenzai and the men.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Here's what I'm
With those
thinking.
crazy eyes,
For
man.
1 month,
He did that to
we will
Matsuda.
identity. If he still hasn't uncovered the information we need, then we can go ahead and kill the targets randomly. Then we're in agreement. We'll give Coil 1 month. Agreed.
You really are quite amazing, Light. Not only did you manage to delay the killings, but you also set up Namikawa as a potential mole for us. Sounded exactly like the sort of thing I would do, and you thought of it quicker than I did.
Oh.
It's quite possible that you would be capable of succeeding me.
What? Why are you being so morbid? There isn't time for that. We only have a month to figure out Kira's identity and gather evidence against him to prove it. This is
You're gonna
only
be
the
my
beginning.
heir, son.
I thought you.
If you were the one who first noticed the connection between Yotsuba and Kira, you actually might be more capable than I am.
Oh.
I honestly believe you could take this on.
Oh my gosh. L.
If I should die, would you take over for me as L?
Miyazaki still believes that I'm Kira. Even if my power had been passed to someone else, he thinks that I would have planned to have it returned to me once I'm safe from suspicion. In other words, I wasn't being controlled at all. He thinks it was a plan to pass on the power and arrange for it to come back to me once I've been cleared.
Man.
You figured out exactly what I've been thinking all this time.
Right on the nose.
Miyazaki's-
Yes.
But what about now? I told you I don't want your title. That should prove
He's
to you
breathing
that
so
I'm
hard.
actually all that.
What about now?
If this is all an act, and you are trying to steal my identity, there's no chance you'd be foolish enough to reveal your plan in front of everyone. Wouldn't you agree?
Miyazaki,
Gonna punch him?
do you think that I'm actually capable of becoming a murderer? Kira,
Session.
you catch him?
It was talking.
Yes, you do.
Ooh.
Wow.
He's like, yes.
He saw him coming. He was gonna punch him.
He's fighting again.
Okay, break it up! Once is enough! It's a draw, so let's just leave it as an even match, okay? Yeah, you're right. Anyway, let's focus on catching the Kira that's in front of us right now. As long as I have the handcuffs on, you shouldn't have any complaints.
I think from now on I should go after Kira by myself. You can use these headquarters as you wish. I'll also be here, but we will be working independently.
Wow, he's tired of them.
But if we don't uncover the entire truth once and
He's
for all,
just looking at the
Kira
sugar.
will appear again,
Oh my
and
gosh.
the victims will continue to increase.
He's worse than
I
Pam.
believe it's more important to find out who Kira really is. I wonder who will succeed.
Ryuzaki, where are you going?
He has to go with you.
Father's room. Sorry, I know you're on your father's side and all this, but I can't remove these handcuffs. I'm afraid you're gonna have to come along with me.
Light! I didn't know we were supposed to have a date. Oh, right, I should have known.
Misa Amane, tell me, do you love Light from the bottom of your heart?
Yeah. Of course I do.
He says he wants to catch Kira. Now what will you do?
Well, if that's what Light says, then I'm gonna support him no matter what.
Okay.
So if you were given the opportunity to work with Light on this investigation, would you take the offer?
What? Ryuzaki?
Yeah, of course
Oh,
I would.
no, what is he
I'd do
doing?
anything I could to help Light.
Wait, hold
He's
on
like,
a
please
second.
no.
Where are you going with this?
Thanks to Matsuda's screw-up, they may already be considering Misa as their new spokesperson, so this could work.
Yeah, right.
We can't do that.
Why not?
This plan is too risky. Who knows what could happen to you?
Oh, wow, does that mean you're worried about me?
For goodness sake.
We don't know how far they'll be willing to go to get that information.
No problemo. I promise I won't say anything, even if they torture me.
I can attest to that.
Oh, for goodness
Seconds
sake.
before their death.
Hell.
There's a good chance he might try to manipulate her into revealing what she knows and then kill her. Also, if he does manage to kill Elle, he won't have any use for Misa. He'd kill her to keep her silent.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yes.
Light, you forget that if we win against Kira, Misa won't die. As we're handcuffed together, you and I share the same fate.
He's like, you don't have a choice, my man.
Either we lose and both die together, or we successfully catch Kira. Which is it?
We catch Kira! I never dream about living in a world without light.
Yes, that would be dark. We're running out of time, and I'm starting to get desperate.
Yeah.
For Misa Amane, I've turned to her because I know her bravery and love for you is boundless.
Do you really mean it? Oh no, I think I totally misunderstood you all this time.
No, you didn't.
I even called you a pervert.
Misa is indisputably the most perfect and worthy woman for life.
Like he was reading a script.
Sweetie, thank you.
What is that?
Actually, fall for you.
Let's
He's like, I
circle
could
back.
actually fall for you. That's what he
You
said.
could maybe be a friend of mine. Would that be okay?
Yes. So now I've gained yet another friend.
Huh.
Yeah, of course. Any friend of Light's is a friend of mine as well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What the heck? There we go. Woohoo.
You're so sweet. Thank you for worrying about me. Please let me do this. I want to be useful to you somehow.
Help.
If I can be useful, then maybe you'll love me even more.
No, it won't
And
happen.
besides, I would gladly
They're
die
watching?
for you, Light.
Figuring out the logistics.
He doesn't want to think about this.
Challenging. I don't suppose you two have any ideas. Ogi, Matsuda.
They're busy.
They're like,
They're watching something else. It's fine.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah, so big episode, and by
Yeah.
big episode, I mean it was episode where they finally spoke with the conglomerate group.
Yes.
Any of what I just said happened? I'm gonna cut that.
Yes, it did.
They didn't speak. Oh yeah, they did speak with.
They
They
spoke with the
spoke
guy.
with the guy.
Yeah.
In the
Yes.
conglomeration.
Yes, and even though he succeeded in convincing the group to extend
Waiting
the
in a
time,
month.
one of the guys is very suspicious.
Yeah, he's like, he's got the crazy eyes. I didn't see who it was.
I thought it was the glasses guy.
No,
No.
he didn't have glasses on, Mr.
I thought we
Crazy
were
Eyes.
looking over his glasses.
He's the guy who was sitting with the white hair guy who got killed, who initially was guarding Matsuda.
right.
He had the same crazy eyes then as well.
I didn't notice.
And to answer your question, this group is a conglomerate, so they do anything and everything. So pretty much anything that affects the market will affect their stocks.
So they basically sway things by getting rid of different sectors.
Yeah, if any group goes down, it's probably going to affect them. It's just some more than others.
Yeah, okay. So they're just sitting there being like, okay, who should we kill?
Yeah.
I like how they haven't come up with like code words or anything.
No.
They're just like,
They're
we're
so
in this room
confident.
together. There's no EMP field or anything. We can just take calls whenever.
Yeah.
But let's just trust it, good faith.
Seriously.
So who should we murder?
So stupid.
Seriously.
So stupid.
And I understand L's concern because he's afraid. He doesn't understand how the Kira thing works. So even if he gets this Kira, if Kira's one of these people in this group, and they execute them.
Yeah.
The Kira demon might pass on to someone else. So he doesn't know that he'll ever be safe from Kira. So I understand L's concern, but it's like Light and the father are more
Chief
concerned
Yagami,
about
or Yagami.
Yeah, they're more concerned about the life of people's lives. So it's like coming against L's like determination to win.
Yes.
And find the Kira and destroy him. So he's like, here we go again, like 3 times.
It's like, I've explained this far too many times.
Yeah, and he was so annoyed that he was filling his cup with like cubes of sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is something I noticed as well. So the sugar or eating too much sugar, he seems to do that in what would cause other people anxiety.
That's what I was
moments.
seeing it as.
Yeah.
He's an anxious eater.
Like
Sugar
when they were
consumer.
discussing who they were gonna kill, and everyone's like, "What?" That he was just like, keep putting more syrup on.
Yeah.
Gotta eat the thing.
And he was saying, this isn't good.
Yeah.
So he was feeling emotions, but he wasn't showing it. He was just eating it.
He's eating his
He's
emotions.
eating his emotions.
And something that's actually very, very big that they've discovered, well, not discovered quite yet, is they've learned that these guys are capable, or at least seem to be capable, of killing through other means than heart attacks. Which was a huge piece of information.
That was what Light didn't want Elle to find out before. And that was what would have connected Naomi to him.
Yeah. It would have helped them figure it out way sooner. But there's so many deaths now, it's going to be clouded back there.
Yeah. Imagine he does think about it, though. He's like, hold on, Naomi, she died of suicide.
Yeah.
And she maybe met him.
And he could probably like investigate that whole bus situation like she did, and retrospectively figure out, okay, it was definitely Light. So see now he's like almost 100% convinced that Light is Kira, but he's just trying to find a way to prove it.
Yeah,
you know, because he's sure that this new plan, Kira's plan, is to leave Light and come back once Elle is out of the picture. So.
Maybe he's like, because he's so smart,
Yeah.
Kira will almost definitely reinfect him if possible.
And unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for Light has no recollection of anything, so he's being as innocent as possible.
Yeah.
But so
getting butthurt that he keeps getting accused. It's so funny.
I'm so curious, like, how his plan is supposed to work, because I don't know, like, how is he supposed to get back the Death Note? I'm thinking about Ryuk here, because Ryuk is not an emotional player in this game. Rem is.
Yeah.
So what did he promise him, like a bushel of apples? Like, what is making Ryuk continue on with this?
Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything. So he could have just told this will make things really interesting.
Yeah, this is true.
Because that's the only reason he's here.
Right.
Right, and then we find that what's his name? Elle doesn't want to make any moves.
Yeah.
Because it's only been 3 days after contacting Iber.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Ooh, it's gonna point directly to us if anything happens." And then everybody's on the line if Kira's not actually in this group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like, Elle is a beast that moves in the shadows.
Yeah.
And these guys are used to being cops, of kicking down doors and taking names, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And chewing gum.
2 different ways of doing things.
And another thing that came up is
Donuts too. Continue.
Light came up with the plan to call and make that situation before Elle.
Yeah.
Elle was like, you actually figured that out
You're
before
so
me.
super smart. You must be Kira.
Yes. I'm wondering, like, if he's just said that in order for the test, because he was testing him to see if he was gonna say, yeah, sure, I'll take over.
Yeah.
Or
He said that's why he. Said
no. I mean, from saying about you were so smart, you figured this out. Like, is it true that he figured it out first, or did he let him?
Like, is it a test within a test, or is he playing, like, how many moves is he doing?
Yeah, what is he doing? Because he is basically investigating Light and all of these people all at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think it could have been the same way with the whole situation with him going up to Misa and talking to Misa. He's basically manipulating Misa to get her to get Light.
Yeah.
Because Misa is a terrible pawn.
Cheers.
She's just gonna get in trouble, and all it's gonna do is cause Light to do anything to keep her safe.
You know, in a weird way, you can kind of see that as his counterattack on Light. Well, we know that Light isn't acting as Kira.
No.
But Elle, as far as he's concerned, Light was Kira at one point, and he's like, Light could be trying to play me or something. He just could be really honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole task force is behind whatever Light's doing, and they're just like, he wants to do things this way, and his whole life, as far as we know, he's been able to do things his way without interruption.
And now
So these
his-
guys are being his Misa.
Yeah.
So then he goes upstairs.
And gets Light's Misa. Light's Misa.
Disrupts
That's
him.
so funny.
Makes sense, yeah. Which would also explain why he's just like, you know what, you guys do whatever you want. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do this thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it my way.
You know what's so funny? When Elle was getting up in Misa's face, Light was like, stop it. Pulling him back.
Please no.
Yeah. And when Misa kissed him, he was like, I could actually fall for you.
Yes.
I was like, what is your criteria,
Yeah.
sir? He was like, let's
A
be
kiss.
friends. He's like, a second friend?
Elle is just so
He's
weird.
just somewhere else. And did you hear him while Misa was like spinning them around? He's like, yay.
Really?
Ooh, yes.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Oh boy.
Goodness. So, and then what's his name? Former Chief Yagami was trying so hard to ignore that.
Yes. He's like,
He's
so
just like,
what about these
What is-
papers?
what's our next step, guys?
Yeah.
Sitting as far away from the screen as possible.
Chief Yagami. I'm pretty sure they're all gonna continue working together because Light is like, okay, fine,
Yeah.
because he wants to make sure Misa will be okay. But I wonder if Chief would have like, yeah, he probably would have like if Light stuck to his guns. I was like, no, you can go over there and I'll go over here and we'll walk parallel. He'd probably continue on their own plan because Chief is very like, what is it, honorable. And I don't know, he is okay with like, no, I don't want to go with your way, L. I'm gonna do this even if I'm not as smart as you, L. You know, and if he had Light, he would have more confidence. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
Oh,
You both looked at
yeah,
me.
you look like you're gonna say something.
No.
Yeah, Light L. I've always looked at L and wondered. I tried to look at why he's trying to do the things the way he does them, and I think part of it is he's just not a leader. Like, if you think about it, this entire building is his. He brought them in. He set up this trust fund to pay them. If he doesn't want to contact the cops, you don't contact the cops, But he doesn't say that. He doesn't push people out of the way or force them to do things they don't want to do. He suggests things, and he says that's a really bad idea, but he stops there.
Yeah.
So he's like, listen, you're the chief of the police as far as you're concerned, and these guys are loyal to you. Just do your
Do what
thing
you
there.
want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not pushy.
No.
He is more of a like, you can come if you want
Yeah.
kind of guy. Yeah, that's a good point.
That or it's his terrible social skills. We don't know.
Yeah. You have anything else? I don't have anything.
No, I haven't said everything.
Yeah. Other than the fact that Misa's on board now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
We have more of her to look forward to.
I feel like Misa's gonna show up and show out, honestly.
Well, she must at least once. Even Matsuda did.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Misa showing up in Matsuda's episode. And she impressed me. Like, I feel like she's gonna do
She
a great
impressed
job.
you that much?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm very impressed by Misa.
She showed she had a brain cell.
She had a brain
She had
cell
at
in
least
there.
one. Alright.
And the other thing is, we now have a mole, well, potential mole within the Yotsuba group.
Yes.
Do you think that he would actually keep up that promise of what's it called? Pardoning that guy if you work with us? Can he even do that?
I don't know. I feel like Elle wouldn't want to, but he made the promise, and Elle kind of sticks to his word,
Yeah.
even though it wasn't his word.
And important, this is the first outright gamble that we've seen on the part of Light. They have no way of knowing who's Kira, so he just rolled the dice. This is not the guy who's Kira.
yeah.
He's like 1 out of 7
Slash
chance of it
2 out of
being
7.
Kira. We should be. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, from the guy's inner monologue, he
I'm pretty
wasn't.
sure he wasn't, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it were, he would be like, gotta secretly tell them things.
Yeah. Or like later on in episodes, like, good thing I don't think to myself that I'm Kira. But yeah, have you guys noticed anybody or think that anybody in this group is Kira? Because someone has to be Kira.
Yeah.
And we saw someone writing it.
Other
I
than
think
Mr.
it's that
Evil Eye.
Evil Eye guy, yeah. The ones that they didn't show us his face properly, so most likely it's him.
You mean the white eye guy?
No,
Mr.
Evil Eye.
The guy who's like looking at. The
Yeah,
guy who
after
said
he
was
came off the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, crazy guy, crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's really weird, and I love the fact that nobody's like, man, you're intently staring at us. Yeah.
We were intently staring at the other guy too.
Yeah.
Nobody's trying to put anything together other than their accounts.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very, very strange businessman. But guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please remember to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. And you guys can see the next episode a week early with the Patreon in the description, as well as the Reels and TikTok if you guys want to see fun little shorts that we make. So thank you very much. I will see you in the city. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, bye.
And thanks to our patrons, No Consequence, Fizzbuzz, Deli, Dirty Old Man, and Tyler Costin.